Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. Today I am breaking into Resurgence. This is a bag-building Euro game set in a post-apocalyptic world. We covered the prototype of it a while ago. I'm actually thrilled to have this in hand. I really enjoyed this one. Now, I love a game called Orleans. Orleans is a Euro game, right? Its heart and soul is built around that bag-building worker placement combination. Resurgence is going to be the potentially next iteration or throne breaker of that type of game. Let's take a look. So let's go ahead and break into Resurgence. Now, like I was already saying, Eurogame bag builder, worker placement bag builder. Resurgence is a game set in an alternative history of the 20th century. Humanity's worst fears came to pass and civilization collapsed following a nuclear exchange between the superpowers. Those who lived through it now huddled together in the ruins of old cities trying to survive, regroup, and rebuild. Now, these bags are really nice, but it's not just these bags that are important. First off, one of the defining features of good quality bags is not only the felt lining, but also the ability to stick my whole chubby hand inside of it. I'm sorry, if you're making these fat little fingers try to pull things out of bags, you're getting a ding. I'm just publicly announcing that now. But on top of that, they're going to have upgraded wooden components. The little things you're pulling out, the workers you're grabbing. Now, there may be a retail version of this game, a non-Kickstarter version, that doesn't have those. I'm not sure. If there is, you should get them because they really do change bag building games. I know in Orleans, the game that I think this is competing with, in that game, the upgraded tiles were ne'er but essential. Now, not to enjoy the game, of course. Like, you can enjoy the mechanics of a game, but games are more than that. They're the experience of playing, the saran wrap, the unboxing, the punching, the sorting, the organizing, the friends that are coming over, the fact that it sits on your shelf with gorgeous, beautiful artwork. All of that goes into the experience, and part of that is the tactical, the feel, the playing with little chits and pieces. So this is going to be the main map that we have here, and you're going to have quests that you're going on, you're going to have resources and people that you're collecting and hiring. You're going to have this map where you're actually placing out your workers and going to explore the world around. You're going to have the resources that you've been able to gather. What you're actually able to score at the end of the game is based off of how your civilization has survived. And then we're going to have our game boards here. These game boards are the settlement that we're developing, and depending on where and how you decide to build out your place, getting workshops, scout posts, a clinic, a market stall, you'll be able to take bigger and bigger or greater and greater actions, but that'll become more and more different as the game continues, because everyone is going to build out their custom base in a unique way, and depending on the characters you have, where you're actually going to the different regions, how you're taking your actions from turn to turn, will determine where you invest in this. You'll have medicine and weapons that'll slowly grow up here, giving you points, but also allowing you to redeem those for special abilities and actions. You'll have quests that you're completing, resources that you're tracking on the side here, and of course you'll have events happening throughout the game that give you a little bit more interaction and conflict. We have these chits that I was talking about. So all of these are going to be the various different workers that you have. Now, you will have some that are unique. They're going to be your leaders, and there'll be leader tokens somewhere through here. And I have no idea who this guard dog is, but he is adorable, and I'm 100% into it. You're also going to have ghouls, or these zombie-like guys that are going to be in different locations. They're the ogres or barbarians or the enemies of this game. Now, they just end up filling up spots and having a little bit of conflict with you, but they're not going to take away from the Euro kind of abstracted nature of the gameplay. And then all of these different workers are going to be able to go to various different locations, and you'll see the icon, their graphic here on the board, determining where and how they can actually interact with the rest of the board. But these are wooden, these have great screen printing on the top, and they feel really good. I have already stuck them into a few of these bags. I am very thrilled with just the tactical, like I was saying, the tactile nature of this game so far. is 100% on point. I believe we were working with cardboard originally, and it just was not as good. A few more things to show off here. So we're going to have various different endgame objectives and points that you can do. These are going to be quests that you're trying to fulfill. We have the events that we might go through. These are going to be some of the things that will pop out onto the game board. We have some of the bonus cards that we'll have up in the market area, things that you can collect and people that you can get. And I'm not sure what this last card is, but I will learn that one day and let you know when we have some gameplay here on the channel. We also have the missions. I was telling you that you're going to be going on different objectives throughout the course of this game. These are going to be different missions that scale in difficulty, and you'll see where they go in the hierarchy over here. These missions line up with placing certain workers in certain locations and having certain resources to accomplish certain tasks. They are thematic, like for instance, treat radiation sickness, take 3 of these and get some rest, or assist a distant camp. Help is on the way, and that little bit of theme for me helps build out the narrative and the story that we're actually playing in. You know me, I love flavor text, I love theme, I love post-apocalyptic worlds, so we're checking off a ton of boxes that I'm very excited about. But these missions will go over here throughout the course of the game. You'll be developing your city, developing your civilization, getting resources, food, and driving towards some of these endgame points, but also completing these objectives is a big part of that project, and it is not always easy, not always possible, and other people will be stealing them from you. Now, we also have our character cards, and I love the art and the design of this game. It just feels like that Fallout style kind of artwork here. So we have the traffic cop, the mystic, the cosmonaut, the Olympian, the surgeon, the librarian, the truck drive owner, the farmer, and that's where we go to the next thing. So these are going to be your custom people: miner, forger, fisherman, electrician, firefighter, mechanic, just a ton of different people. But these are going to be your either unique leader tokens or the various different people that you can hire, and each one is also named different. Now they all look the same, but again, that little bit of flavor text, that care to the detail of who the people that you're hiring adds a little bit more theme, adds a little bit more context as you're playing. What else do we have here? So these are going to be our flag tokens, our health tokens. These are just all the tracking units that we use. They are wooden as well, which I really like. This thing here is going to be the encounters that you might come across. So you have, it looks like military men, beasts, and mutants. We have all of these, which are going to be the areas that actually unlock on your board. It's all modular, so you'll kind of lay them over. We have our resource trackers here, which are also wooden, which is very nice. We have this giant castle. I'm not sure what that is for, but one day I will know. We have our board. So one of the core elements with how this game will work is you're going to have a screen. Screen has a full player aid on the back, by the way, which is very nice. You're going to have a screen, you're going to have your board behind your screen, and you're going to take your workers out of your bag and then assign them to different places. They're either going onto the map, going onto the docks, so you see the red and blue, which will restrict where you're actually able to move and how you actually change up your plan once other players have started going, or they're going to stay here at base. If they stay at base, they can go onto your own personal board, taking actions that you have at home that generate you weapons or resources or convert resources into other things. You make this decision as you're drawing from the bag, and then once you've made this decision, you reveal and you start assigning your workers. It becomes a worker placement game. Here's where that gets crunchy. Other players might also be going to the locations you want to go to. So if they show up at a location that you're excited about or you're intending to go to, that location is now harder to go to, or if not, impossible for you to actually go to. So you run into the situation where you have to start adjusting or thinking on your feet or reading what the room is going to do and seeing what characters you get and where you can kind of push your limits, because some of your specialists will be able to go to locations no matter who's there, but other ones are going to be more restricted and have a harder time making it around the board. Resurgence is lovely. I'm really excited to have this. I couldn't wait to get this unboxed, so I kind of pushed to make this happen as quick as possible. And I think, does this have a solo mode? Because if so, I want to start. It does. So this has a full solo mode, so I want to start learning and figuring this game out soon. Man, I cannot believe it. Feels like this has arrived earlier than I expected it. It just wasn't on my radar for arriving here before Christmas. So hats off to Half Kingdom Games. Really excited to be diving in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Whatever the case, whatever you do, go play your own games. Why are you watching this YouTube stuff? There's board games to be played. I'm kidding. keep watching. Click on another video. Definitely. Appreciate you. Bye.